Hey, this is Gother or Taylor, and recently there's been a change to KB, specifically with explosives, which has changed Crystal PvP quite a bit. If you don't know about this, basically, when you get hit crystalled or something like that, you used to take a ton of knockback, which would just push you away from the crystal or the explosive, similar to TNT cannons. But now that's no longer the case. You kind of just go upwards like a block or two, you get knocked backwards, maybe a block or two. And you might be able to tell already, this makes a couple strategies no longer viable. You see, you used to be able to do this thing where you would kind of juggle people in the air and whatnot, but now you can't really do that. So it makes you use your sword a lot more, and that's great and all, but just to me, in my opinion, I liked Crystal PvP because it was really explosive. It had that powerful feel, so now without explosiveness, it just feels kind of clunky. Like, this is supposed to be some really powerful explosive device, and it is. It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't feel powerful. And as you can tell already, I'm not the biggest fan of this. I mean, it does allow you to keep the fight going without being up in the air a lot, but if you're stuck in a small area with your opponent, there's not really a way to get them away from you other than just kind of spamming with your sword or opening up the position with an anchor. And I feel that Crystal PvP clips used to feel more clean because it felt more like a combo, but now they don't really move, and you can just sit there and do the same thing over and over if you're in a winning position, which makes it a lot easier to just drain your opponent of all their resources. But, you know, I guess it's really not all bad, since I actually kind of enjoy flat a little more. Hole is really where my main lack of enjoyment is. The new KB just feels very spammy. I've had people absolutely drain all my resources just by spamming anchors. This KB makes anchors just so much more prominent, since now that the KB is so much more reduced, you can just place anchors in relatively the same spot, pretty much making anchors detappable. And a lot of like higher end players seem to enjoy this change for some reason, but the lower end players, I guess they don't enjoy this change. And I mean, I can see both perspectives, like both sides of the coin. You can no longer really do Crystal PvP chains that feel like chains, because no matter what, they're always going to hit the ground. But yeah, that's pretty much all. Thanks.